A friend of mine once asked, was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure Keanu Reeves' first film? I said, no, it wasn't. It was the film that got him noticed, and a lot of notoriety, though. I think the screenwriters went before pitching ideas, and they said, why don't we do an idea? What if Back to the Future met Fast Times at Ridgemont High? And what do you get? When you put those two together, you get the classic Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Stars Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves as Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan, two lovable dimwit high schoolers who just want to just start their band and not worry about anything else. They're pretty harmless. They're what people would call slackers. The problem is they're failing history in school, and is told by their teacher, played by Bernie Casey, if they don't ace their history report, they'll be flunked, and to make matters worse, that's gonna separate them because Ted's father wants to throw him in military school. Within their luck, a traveler from the future named Rufus comes to their time to help them out with their report. He comes in a time machine in the shape of a phone booth. Not quite the TARDIS from Doctor Who, but close enough. And if they don't pass this report, well, you'll have to see the movie to find out. I don't want to tell you anymore. I gotta say, this was a enjoyably fun film. It's hard to believe it's been 30 years since this movie came out. And a third installment's in the work called Bill and Ted Face the Music. Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves will be reprising their roles. What's amazing, both actors are in their 50s now, and they look like they've barely aged a day since the first movie. Yeah, these two are just really you kind of see they're clearly having fun making this movie, and you just kind of see it was just a fun, lighthearted film to do. It just didn't look like it doesn't take itself seriously. No, it doesn't. George Carlin as Rufus is good, better known as a foul-mouthed comedian. Even though he said he's passed away, but he's pretty good as Rufus. I mean, he's just watching him as this sort of Doctor Who Obi-Wan like presence to Bill and Ted. The time traveling scenes were pretty good. The historical figures they take from each time is pretty good too. Especially a cameo by Jane Wiedlin, who you know is a rocker from the band The Go-Go's. She plays Joan of Arc, and even though she doesn't have any dialogue, she does play her role very well. I love the scene in the mall where all the historical people are just getting into such mayhem, and the music scene just plays itself perfectly. Had an amazing soundtrack in its day. This was just a fun, enjoyable film. You probably know there was a cartoon series that followed. Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves and George Carlin did reprise their roles in the cartoon series that only lasted one season. Then there was Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I did not like that movie. Now, I'm not against them for trying something different. No, it's just that it was not funny. I just had trouble laughing. The thing is, An Excellent Adventure, the humor was goofy but very subtle. But in Bogus Journey, it was just so in your face. That to the point where you just want to push it out the way. But I'm looking forward to Bill and Ted Face the Music. I can't wait to see how they're going to go with these characters now that they're in their 50s. So I give Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, 9 out of 10. Party on, dude!